Hi guys, it's YoYarngirl here, and it's December 1st. That means it's Vlogmas. I'm sitting here surrounded by several of my advents that I'm gonna open up this morning, and I'm gonna kind of take you throughout my day. This is the first Vlogmas for me, and I'm super excited to be sharing all the advents that I'm gonna be opening. I am gonna have a couple that I'm gonna leave for later in the day that I'll open up. I'm probably not going to do much knitting until later tonight, so you will probably see me with day one's advents sharing on those projects. Most of my advents did come with patterns this year. Some I'm going to be using, and some I'm still kind of making a decision on what I'm going to be knitting up with my advents. So my first one is one that I did not share in my last podcast. I said I had two that I had not shared, and that is from A Girl in Her Wool. And some of you may know Lauren is no longer going to be dyeing wool or yarn. She has decided to retire out from that, but I just saw something on Instagram, where she is going to assist anyone that is looking to learn how to dye. So you can reach out to her and she will give you some instructions. So that's great. So I'm going to open up this one first, and let's see what I have in here. Sorry for the crinkling. Wow, I love this color. I love this. Let's see if there is a name. I think it's called Gold. But this is the color here. Wow, and these are 20-gram fingering weight minis. I do have one that I got that's a DK weight. Wow, I really like this. So, and right now I don't have anything planned with my minis that I've got from her, but probably I'm looking at a scrappy hat. So may go into it's actually a marled scrappy hat. So that may be what I do. Okay, my next one, and this actually came with a pattern designed by Shayna Billows. So this is from Chelsea Yarns, Chelsea Luxe. And I got hers last year as well and absolutely loved the advent. So, ooh, I can already tell these colors are great. And I think I brought my card over here. Wow, those are fun colors. Look at that. Wow. And I think I am gonna do a cowl, but I don't know if the Shayna Billows, it's a cowl pattern that we got. We don't see the colors on it. And it's called Après Ski, and this first color is named after the advent this year, which is Après Ski. So, love that. Okay, and my next advent I'm going to open is actually one from my swap partner, and she made the cutest little bags and put different things on there, but this has a musical note. Super excited. We did a 12-day of Christmas swap. This was done with over on Ravelry with Carla of Carla Knits. I did one last year with her, and she did it again this year, and I have a new swap partner this year. But my swap partner from last year, we've done kind of like a share a pair, which we will probably start in January, because both of us, I think, have quite a few advents that we'll be knitting on through the Advent Christmas season. So we do have a swap, but we made it more into a share a pair. But I'm gonna open up this from Miss Claudia. And Claudia and I do a catch-up call, little knit chat. So we may be knitting and chatting tonight, and it'll be kind of nice to talk about our little swap. Wow, she did this really nice. I don't think mine was that nice, but love these colors. They're kind of Christmassy with the greens and the browns. And I'll pop up here who the dyer is, because she did list the dyers for me and I just didn't bring it over. So it's in the inside of my box that I have them. And I'll show kind of, I think I did show in my last podcast, I have kind of all of my Advents set up here in boxes, so around my mantle and under my tree. So as we move into, further into Vlogmas, I will share a little bit more. My tree is not decorated, not gonna lie. My daughter and I and my husband will be doing some decorating this week and into the weekend. Normally, our tradition in our family is we decorate right after Thanksgiving. So the Friday after Thanksgiving, it's a big deal in the house. We have hot chocolate, we do some baking, or we have leftover pumpkin pie and stuff from Thanksgiving, and then we decorate the tree. But I was out of town, so we were not here to decorate the tree. So I did put it up, and in fact, I will give you a glimpse of my tree. It's up, but no decorations yet. And I normally, it takes me like a week to kind of like feel that my tree is done with pulling out branches and putting things on and taking things off. I am going to, with some of the Advents that I have, I am going to knit up little socks and mittens and maybe sweaters to start placing on my tree. So I won't obviously have a ton this year, but I will start to do that with some of my mini skeins that I have. And then I'll have a tree full of sweaters and mittens and maybe some little mini hats. So my next one I'm opening up is a Advent from Nitty McPurley. And this Advent is DK weight. So, and she also had designed a pattern with her minis, and oh my gosh, she's just, she got me. First one. Oh my goodness. Love it, love it, love it. Love this. Just so rich and pink and, kind of almost purpley. But looking forward to that. So that's Nitty McPurley. And then I have my, in this nice red velvet bag. I also got, this was one that I got last year, and I actually bought this last minute this year. And this one is from Ruby and Roses, Addison of Ruby and Roses. And I got her Advent for this year. Wow, this is really, really pretty and bright. I like it. Look at that. And she also designed a pattern for her Advent this year. And this is fingering weight. It's 20 grams. And her, it's a is it a Christmas sampler? Yeah, Christmas sampler. And I believe it's more of like it's kind of like a schlanket maybe. But it's, I think the pattern is available. It is available over in Ravelry if you wanted to just, if you got a different Advent and you wanted to knit it up. But I am going to use her minis to knit that up. So super excited about all of my Advents. I have one more Advent that, actually I have two. This one I'm going to open it. I don't know if I'm going to share it because I don't know. I'm going to skein it up. This is the 24 stripe Advent from the Cozy Knitter. And I also got this last year. And she makes a self-striping. You knit up one stripe a day. So, ooh, I really like that. Well, I'm going to say, if you don't want to see it, then this is the time to shut off your, move forward a little bit. But if you want to see it, because you either didn't get it or you don't mind seeing it or you've already seen it, then stay tuned. So this is the 2022 24 stripe Advent. It's on her Bliss base, which is an 80-20, 80% superwash merino, 20% nylon base. And you skein those up, and you're knitting socks either, 2 at a time, tandem, or 2 at a time. But she tells you where to start so that you have a matching pair of socks. But really, really pretty colors there. So I will skein that up and probably start on a pair of my socks tonight. So most of my knitting I'll start knitting on this tonight. I work full time, so my job, I work evenings typically, but I'm home 3 nights a week. So 3 days, I'll do most of my knitting in the evening. And that way I can catch up on other things during the day. So I have one more advent it's more of a cozy knit along, and that I did with Christy Archer Designs, Christy of Christy Archer Designs, and I will share that a little bit later on in my vlog. So I will be back. I'm gonna take you probably on a little bit of shopping. I need to do some things for the tree, so I will share a little bit of that with you, and I hope you enjoy Vlogmas 2022. Yo Yarn Girl. To Michael's. Good, how are you? Good, how are you?
So I told that guy.
Okay, so I'm done at Michael's and we are off to Target. Okay, so I have finished some house chores. I am back from a little bit of shopping, and I put a little bit of ribbon on the tree, and we will continue to decorate, and I will show you more. I will reveal more of our tree as time goes on. But what I wanted to do was to get into my other advent that I did not open this morning, and it is my festive winter cowl that I will be starting with Christy Archer. And I know we're going to be doing we're doing a pair of socks, and we will be knitting along with that, but I wanted to just share what is in the box. So the box came like this, with this little description of the winter cowl, and then there's some little red and green and pinkish little confetti type paper in here, and it looks like we have a festive winter cowl candle. Smells great. So I've got a candle that I can burn, and I am going to do a little bit of knitting this afternoon. So don't know that it's going to be on any of my Advents, but I am going to do some knitting. So we have that in there, and ooh, yum, yum, or yeah, this looks like some chocolate of some little chocolates. Nice, cute. And maybe a little lip balm. Yes. A little lip balm. Wow, this is excellent. Excellent, excellent. Oh my. Some stitch markers. Super cute. Super cute. And let's see, what else do we have in here? And our yarn. Oh, we've got some stickers. Might put those on one of my coffee cups. I'm thinking about getting a plain porcelain coffee cup and just putting some of my stickers on there. And then for the fun part, the yarn. So let's see what we've got. And if you got one of these winter cowl boxes and you have not opened it and you don't want to see it, this is the winter cowl, the festive winter cowl that we are doing along with Christy Archer. So if you don't want to see yours, move ahead. Oh, wow. This is lovely. Absolutely lovely. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is really nice. And she dyed this yarn. She sure did. So it's two 20-gram minis and then a 100-gram skein. Boy, and I'm having a second cup of coffee. I had coffee this morning, but I ran out to do those errands, and so I knew I would come back and have some more coffee. So I made a fresh pot of coffee, and I was pouring that. I think you saw that. So this is wonderful. Love, love, love this. So I am going to, and there's one other item in here that I'm gonna share that I am super excited about. And it is a project bag. Christy included a project bag that's so cute with all these little candies. And I think she did some holiday bags, and I think that she still has some in her Etsy shop. So go check that out if you would like to. She has a couple, there was a gnome print, and there were a few other holiday prints, but then she also has some other prints in there. There was a paisley one that I might go snag. But yes, these are lovely. Oh, can't wait to get that yarn. I'm gonna wind it up, put it in here, and get started on that. So wow, what a really, really nice box, festive box that she put together for us. So I'm really excited about that. And I will probably, you may just see a little bit later when my daughter gets home and my husband's home, and we may just, we might start doing some decorating of the tree. I'll probably do some knitting, but then that will end Vlogmas Day 1. And tomorrow I've got more stuff ready and prepared, and I'm excited. I'm excited about Vlogmas. So what are you excited about? What are you knitting on? What are your Advents that you got? Share it down below so others see. If there's patterns that you're working on that maybe we didn't see. I know this week a lot of people shared a lot of Advent patterns. So share down below what you're going to be knitting on with some of your Advents. I'd love to hear. I might go over and grab one. Well, I think we're done with Vlogmas for today, and I will be back tomorrow with lots to share. So until then, happy knitting on all your advents, and we will check in tomorrow. Have a great night, everybody. Can't wait to see you.
Oh,